Let's go. Here come the Dolphins. I don't really care for that. I do need to do this. Oh, yeah. So this is my team, as soon as it loads. We got Russell Wilson, we got Sean Lynch, AJ Green, McCoff there, Cooper, Kevin White. Got also his tight end. Defense, we got 93 offense. Defense slacked in this draft. We got Ryan Shazier. We got a 94 defensive tackle right there. Got a pretty good safety, pretty good free safety. Xavier Howard and him. I can't say his name. So we're not bad. Okay. Not as good as it was, and they're better than they were last time, so. I got Mike Evans. What a noob. What a noob. Rob. I got Rob. I got Rob Gronkowski. I'm not worried. I don't have a quarterback.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I'm a little salty about that. No. I'm a little salty about that.
Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ooh, Metcalf has plus 1 speed. Might try to hit him in the first play.
First down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They scored a touchdown the very next play.
These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a 4th quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open, Amari Cooper.
Let's go.
Let's go, Cooper. Midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Let's get it. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
AJ Green here for here.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Oh my goodness.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wilson now.
Oh, pressure.
He'll throw. And he's got
Let's go. First down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field can get condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
First down, the run with Lynch.
Lynch.
He's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Okay. Boom.
Wilson.
Easy.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Green, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows.
Now let's do the
they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Easy.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Unstoppable. Smith.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking for Gronkowski.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
14-0. Easy.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Uh-oh.
Down 2 touchdowns.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position
Pick
there?
6.
A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will take it in.
I murdered Yeldon, and he still got it.
T.J. Yeldon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away.
Block.
Keep the momentum going.
Block
Get them again,
that.
and I think we just saw that.
Let's see.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's
No
Wilson.
pressure.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted.
I have him on my knee. Come on now.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I shouldn't have took that shot.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Come on, quit yelling on his butt.
Then quickly brought down.
This game changed really fast.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon.
Come on.
Now he bowls him over. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now it's counter.
Yeah, you didn't know him there before.
At about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Here we come after whoever's running back.
Here's Connor.
I meant we're gonna let him run for who knows how many yards.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Push
Great effort there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
I was up 14. Now it's time.
I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5.
Why are you drafting?
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark.
Yeah, I don't know why you waited late.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawks offense now getting set to go again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those
blitz.
You can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Come on, Cooper,
go. Play action with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick,
26. Yeah, it wasn't until it was. I was up 14.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled.
Oh, what a play. What a play.
What a play. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right.
Let's got that. Let's get that. Let's go.
He will score. Touchdown, Titans. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Titans are going to take the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Playing,
better figure something out, and soon.
Exactly.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. They've got to
Remember
find a way
Wing
to
Man.
get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones.
Why dang it, me? Andy Dalton's only completed one pass.
He's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the ball.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football.
Easy.
It's picked up.
If that flag's on me.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, flushed out right.
Easy. You gonna leave that open all game?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say, where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well.
Back them up.
Because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. It finds Crabtree for the completion.
Can y'all just leave him open a little bit more?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 46 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Evans.
Oh, Mike Evans.
22-yard
Come on.
touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
It's not nice.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road.
Oh my goodness.
And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got
Guys
to
are
figure out a
blocking
way to
back.
not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day.
No.
Because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And when the defense wins,
Just saying, I'm gonna try to hit Adrian Green again. Looks like
that's
cover
something
2
they
that
can
should
build on
happen.
and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
There's a blitz.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Why is this game so invincible right now? Come
That's
on.
the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was
incomplete.
still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This is the
I know coaches
craziest
tell us all the time that
game
having a powerful arm isn't the
I've
number
ever
one
played.
thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
Come on.
In this
Don't let
case,
him do
just
that.
a little bit too much.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Andy Dalton.
Let's
And
go.
this is
4th
gonna
down.
be incomplete.
Kick the field goal.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board.
Okay, we
Ended
had
up
3
settling for
minutes.
3.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half.
This is a wild first half. I don't even know what to say at this
Coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have
Give me
stats
some
and
yards.
scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got his man here. It's Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Come on.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
I threw a pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return
Did not see that guy there.
Shy of midfield.
That's my fault.
They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Let's go.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I don't know why I feel that.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
No interceptions.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Run the clock out, the locker room, come back, win the game.
And get on out and talk about it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, I'm just going to say
halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting Jacksonville, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Patriots looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Russell Wilson looks fires, awaited to run, sets, throws, end zone.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here.
X dives, and A just tackles anybody.
Very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
That's right. If you're running behind them, you press X. If you're in front of them, press A.
Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Blitz. He's going to run out. Come on, Blitz.
Play action now. Dalton.
Come on, yes! Yes!
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No, get that out of here.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
On the ball.
Real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I want my play.
Sometimes with the running
if
game,
I have
you've just
time
got to stick
to
with
throw the
it.
ball.
Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Let's do this. Let's end this.
That was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was
okay. Let's everybody calm down. Let's do these in. This time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown in.
Russell.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable.
Well, this is crazy.
Considered not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
You just had to tackle him in the face last game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You just had to. Couldn't.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon.
Let's go. Where are you going? No way.
In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this is going to be
where are you throwing that one? Really
too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Oh, goodness.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And strong running there gets us up over the 15-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw, and that is incomplete.
So much of this game
I'm gonna have to punt the ball.
We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. That's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Well, they got
the Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Passing. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they nearly
was
get
close.
this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
That should have been mine.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So Dalton now. Caught by Snead over the
This is embarrassing.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just... And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point.
I'm going to block it.
And got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well.
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Applying it.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
I'm down by one.
It's
It's what it
one
is.
that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense.
You
What a
got to throw
game
the
for
better.
him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Flush to his right. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
This is a close game. This is a close game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And
Totally
let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the give, this is Lynch. And not much running room.
I don't know.
The 32.
No, this the quarterback ain't that good, but the wide receivers are amazing.
Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Try arm this.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis.
There we go, yards.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Better. I'd rather have better, but...
On second down, Lynch. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
How much time's left?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On the handoff, Lynch.
There we go, Lynch.
Pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
They'll
give it to him up the middle. And the whole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tennessee, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile,